All-American linebacker Jay Higgins announced earlier this week he is coming back next season. But the Hawks are still waiting on some other big names. Chelsea Brown and Jack Leto have more from Orlando.
In an era where players are continuously opting out of playing in their bowl games, Iowa is a program that continues recruiting guys for a 6th year.
Yeah, Jay Higgins made a big announcement earlier in this week. He'd be back for his extra season of eligibility. Not only is that big because he's one of the best leaders on the team, he could be the best linebacker in the country next year.
And you can bet that Higgins has been in the ear of his teammates trying to convince them too to return to the black and gold. Senior linebacker Jay Higgins may be Iowa's best recruiting weapon. Since announcing on Tuesday he was returning to the Hawkeyes for an extra season, Higgins is trying to convince defenders such as Jackson and Sebastian Castro to do the same.
I mean, he's just saying, like, come on, let's run it back, let's do it more time, let's do it all this. And he's literally my roommate, so it's like every single day.
No, yeah, he's been trying to come back, give me a comeback like every day. Every time he sees me, he's just always chirping in my ear or something.
If Higgins can create that domino effect, Iowa could return their top 3 tacklers next season. Castro said it's not a bad thing to be in this position of deciding whether to turn pro or play college ball for another year.
I wanted to play in the NFL ever since I've been a kid, so I have the opportunity now. But just to come back to Iowa, it's not a bad deal neither. Just to be around the people, around the environment, and just grow as a player.
Although he hasn't made up his mind, he doesn't plan on waiting too much longer.
I'm going to make my decision sometime after the game.
In addition, Jackson, who played 4 seasons with Virginia before transferring to Iowa as a graduate transfer, recently was approved by the NCAA to play for an extra year.
I mean, a week ago, you didn't really know this was an option, you know what I mean? So it's kind of like, and then now you're about to play the next game of your life, so it's the biggest game of your life because it's the next one.
As he continues to weigh his options, he said he's grateful to have landed in Iowa.
We talk about it in the locker room all the time, and they're like, it's 3rd down. Like, we're just messing around, and just like all the calls, everything we go through in practice. It's a college football dream to play at Kinnick.
Head coach Kirk Ferentz understands that it's not an easy decision, and the best advice he can give to his players is to be fully invested in whatever step they take.
What we try to share with them is, take your time, because unless you got to make a decision today, you'll probably have more information, better information within a week. And then ultimately it's about them doing what they need to do, what they feel is in their heart.
Ferentz added that if a player decides not to return, that he's not mad or upset with them. Each player knows what's best for them, but they will forever be a Hawkeye.
Yeah, and Castro and Jackson, not the only Hawkeyes with big decisions ahead, but all these players are doing a pretty good job focusing on the task at hand, and that's the bowl game against Tennessee. Citrus Bowl starts on New Year's Day, 12 noon, here on TV9. Back to you.
Thanks.